All right, welcome back to the Lion's Den. All right, today an interesting video. Now, I'm going to show you what I mean about how simple this stuff really is. However, hard to do and harder more, right? Or harder still to understand. So write this down, son. All right, so let's go ahead and jump in and I'll show you what I mean.
I'm sharing this DM with you, and I'm going to keep the writer anonymous because there's some lessons in here about female nature and the way they view the sexual marketplace, specifically when it comes to the sorts of stuff that I talk about.
Okay, side note, female nature. Understand, Cooper here has one of the dots, female nature. Now, problem is, doesn't know where to apply it. Now I know there's a lot that don't like my messaging or just the very fact that I said, well, he doesn't know what he's talking. Let me show you. I'm not saying don't know what he's talking about. I'm saying he's got the dot in the wrong spot. That's all, right?
So I'm going to read this first, and then I'm going to hop on the highway here to kind of comment on some ideas. But she says, hey, longtime follower here. I started following after I cheated on a guy I really liked and lost him. First thought there alone is women don't cheat on guys that they see are their best possible option. This is a little bit of,
Did you hear that? Women don't cheat on their best possible option. Now, here's the problem right now, because I think he's a little confused. There is no such thing as a woman cheater, first of all. You must understand this. This is part of the female nature. It's also part of the universal nature. Hard to understand. Even harder still to accept. I get it. I understand. You refuse. I know. But trust me, it's just whether you do or you do not, this is the way. It just is. Period. This is why Mr. Cooper here, right, is missing some of the dots and the placements because of this. But fear not, I'm here to show you this.
how can we put this? Caffeinating the hamster in her head to trying to justify the mental gymnastics.
You see what he just said? So basically, he said two things. Now, here's my point. You can't have it both ways, or two ways, right, in this case. What he is saying that she is but female nature, right? He understands this. But then at the same time, he's saying that she's trying to justify her actions. Now, which one is it, son? You see, this is the part. This is what I show you. The difference. This is the difference maker. This is the actual point, right? The one that matters. The one that determines if you're going to fail, right? Or succeed. If you're going to do the right things or the wrong things. It really is. Because there's two paths here, right? Two choices. And that's my point. Write this down, son. All right, this is important. You can't have it both ways. It's either female nature or it's a bunch of choices that she made, and right, and trying to justify. Which one is it? Understand? Okay, moving on.
I'll carry on and comment on more. She says, you helped me recognize my actual worth as a single mom, making $50K a year with stretch marks and just okay boobs, were the exact words she used. Not the inflated worth I gave myself due to the current feminist social influences our world feeds us.
Okay, another perfect example to my point. Understand? You see what she is saying? She's saying that she somehow recognized her true value. But if we go down the path of woman nature, she can't. Spoiler alert. she can't recognize her self-worth. And then there's the other choice, right? The justification. So you're telling me, right, Mr. Cooper here, and your viewers, and now my viewers, right, that she has somehow come to the realization of her true value. Now, I point to the very obvious, the very, very obvious. If this letter is true, right? The very obvious fact that she sent a letter to Mr. Cooper here, right, asking for advice, is the very evidence. The very evidence that she does not know her true value. And let me explain. It's pretty simple. Again, I get why it's overlooked, skipped, ignored, perhaps, right? Just goes over everybody's head because they're not looking for this. They're not looking for the true answers I give to you. So anyways, I'm going to take this time to say, if you like, right, this video, share, like, subscribe, comment down below. What do you think? Do you agree? Right? Are you one of the masses, right, that seem to not understand that a partnership does not work if if you both think you're the shit or the man? Then it's not a partnership, is it? It's two people competing to be the man. Pretty simple, right? All right. Let's continue.
Right off the bat, you think to yourself, oh, wow, this is a chick that actually gets it. Well, let's find out. Simply put, your page and YouTube help me want to be better by recognizing how crappy my gender can be. I'm reaching out because I'm dating again for the first time since the situation above. The guy is super nice, caring, loving, and the sex is amazing. The problem is that he is no good with money and requires me to hold his hand. She goes on to say, I'm committed to him. I have absolutely no interest in cheating on him. I never want to put anyone through that again. He is who I want to spend my life with, and for as long as he will accept me in it. She goes on after getting the autoresponder from this DM, which basically says, look, if you got a question, book me for coaching. She says, I'm not a male and I don't need any one-on-one coaching. Sweetheart, you need to talk.
There it is. 2 in 1, right? 2 problems in 1. First, Mr. Cooper here, right? She is actually right. She said, I am not a man, right? And do not need coaching. She's 1000% correct. She doesn't need it. She understands it. It doesn't serve her. Plus, ultimate freebie for you. There's nothing she can do about it. There's nothing. She can't do it. Even if she had the power. Because it doesn't work that way. And that's my ultimate point. But again, I know I have a bunch of damn points. But this is all but dots in a big ass picture that you must understand. All right. Anyways, now moving on to her. Right. Now, think about that. Okay. She's sending a letter about how this is the perfect man for her. And she's committed and not interested in cheating and blah, all this other shit. But the very fact she sent a letter kind of says, right, the obvious. This is the game that I speak of. It's the little things that people overlook. And by people, I mean guys and dudes, right? Children. It's how people get scammed all over the damn place with little things, you know. Like the most famous one, right? The famous, oh, I'm an overseas hot chick, right? Staged, or what is it? Yeah. Living in Iran, right? Or Iraq. And I'm serving over here. Found a box of money, right? And I need your help. And of course, dudes, guys, and children. And by children, I mean guys that are childish, right? Simps virgins and desperate dudes, right? Old guys with money. Even old guys, think about that, fall for this shit. I need your help. In order for me to get this big box of money out of the country, I need you to send me $10,000. Although it's amazing to me, right? Because this is what I'm telling you. This is what I'm teaching. Write this down, son. I am teaching you the obvious. This is why I say rookie mistakes. And they are indeed the greatest traps of them all. Because think about it. Just like I said in the scam. Right? If a woman tells you, first off, just the very fact she's reaching out to you, a random ass stranger, right? It should already be more than red flags. Right? It's just obvious common sense. And a little bit beyond. Right? But then the ask. It's the ultimate ask is what's stupid. It's okay. You got a big box of money, right? But you're asking $10,000 from me so that you can send said box of money, right? But you already have the money. Isn't this stupid? And if, oh my God, and if trust me, I'd be shocked if you were shocked, right, at how many people fall for this shit. And by people, I mean, again, guys. Right? Even women fall for this dumb shit. Like, oh, my boyfriend is Johnny Depp, right? I sent him 20,000. You've seen these horror stories. You've heard this crap. They fall for it. I don't know why they can't do the math. You know, I'm still debating. I'm still studying this. I don't understand why they can't see the simple stuff, right? Riddle me this, right, partners? All right, if you got a big box of money, we'll take money out of the damn box and then send it. Like, why do you need my money? But it's pretty obvious, right? But anyways, there you go. Went on a damn rant on a scam, which is just kind of the same damn thing is what I'm saying. Okay. All right, now let's continue. She's sending. Think about it. It's my point again to go back to her letter, right? She is literally saying the same thing as the scam, right? She's saying, well, see, I'm in love and I want to be with him and he's my forever guy. But here's the problem. He has no money. There it is. So it's not the guy, is it? And she's sending a letter complaining to this dude, right, on how to fix the problem. But according to the same letter, she's saying there is no problem. So there you go. But there is a lesson here to be learned. This is why I said it's interesting. Right? The actual lesson is, right, is that she can't do nothing about it. And she's reaching out to see if she can change this guy. Right? This guy, her problem. Change him. And that's my point. That's what I teach you. She can't be changed. Right? You, however, can. The guy can. So there you go. All right, now let's finish this video up.
So I'll take my chances, she says. She goes on to close by going to, how can I motivate my boyfriend to be more dominant, alpha, and to navigate life with confidence? I almost want to introduce him to your page and to the Red Pill Society, but I'm afraid he will become interested in other women once he recognizes how amazing he is.
Ding, 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 ding. There it is. There it is. The paradox. I mean, it's so damn simple. There it is, right? Once again, I prove to you what I am saying. Now, do you accept it? I don't know. Most probably you don't. You reject it because you don't want to hear this, because this is the fact. A paradox is hard as hell to overcome. 1, 2, understand, and 3, accept. Right? It's hard. Hard as hell. I understand. I know. I do it all the damn time. Actually, I've gotten pretty good at it. But understand, it's a paradox. Right? She's literally asking, make him into a man, an alpha. Right? But I'm scared at the same time that if he does become a man, an alpha, he will switch me for a better bitch. There it is. 100. The paradox. There it is. Did I not prove to you in this video today, if you made it this far, right? There it is. If he becomes the man again, he will replace her. She understands this. But she wants him to be that man at the same damn time because she's not happy. The paradox. Understand? She either stays with this dude and just be unhappy, or this dude becomes a man and ultimately gets replaced. So, leaving her in the dust once again. Paradox. You're welcome. Here it is. That simple. So if you made it this far today in this video, there you go. There you go. Right? Half, if not all, of your damn problems will literally be explained and go away if you understood what I just said. But let's continue, because I do want to know what Cooper thinks. Right? Because it's amazing. It's part of the problem, right? Part of understanding or actually finding the answers, you must understand and find the problems first. The stuff that does not compute and why it is they see this. Then you see what they have missed. All right? Now, let's continue. Write this down, son.
AKA, he realizes his self-worth. He's really great in every other area. I'd appreciate any other advice. So she wants my advice on her life choices here when it comes to this guy that she's currently dating, and we have some frame around how she's behaved in her past relationship. It's funny, you know, from my perspective as a guy reading these, and I don't get that much in the way of communication from women. I get the odd sponsored video, sometimes an email, usually lecturing me about why I'm such an awful person and asking me who I was hurt by. But the reality is, this is a prime example of the level of ignorance and solipsism that women generally have when it comes to their worth in the sexual marketplace, and really just had to navigate it in a productive way. She admits herself that she had a over-entitled sense of self-worth, an overinflated ego, if you will, which is why she cheated on the perfect guy. And again, you know, like I mentioned when I was reading that, women don't cheat on men that they see are their best possible option. If a woman wakes up in the morning and she looks at you as her best possible option, or her hypergamy is sat.
All right, I got to pause him there. Now look, understand what he's saying. While his theory is indeed correct by logic standards, it is misplaced. Believe it or not, and wrong at the same damn time. And I know that sounds like I'm a hypocrite here, right? But let me explain. Understand what he said, okay? I'm going to say it slow. Women don't cheat on their best possible option. If this was true, right? Women wouldn't cheat at all. Now, I know I said there is no such thing as women cheater, and that is indeed my point. But before I explain that, I must explain his scenario, okay? If it's true what he is saying, that women don't cheat on their best possible option, well, think about it. Any simp would indeed do, right? Because a simp, right, or what you would consider a good guy, right, that gives everything, sacrifices everything, isn't that the best possible option? Right? A guy that cannot get another girl, a guy that is willing to sacrifice time, money, effort, all of this, the lovey-dovey shit, right? Flowers, chocolates, his whole damn life for a woman, right? Then why do they do it all the damn time? And by what I mean is they jump ship. Right? That's what I'm saying. So, if you do the math, it doesn't compute. That's the problem. Now, again, it is indeed a paradox. because it ain't about their options. And that's the point. But again, I hope you understand what I am saying. Right? What Cooper here is saying, and it's misplaced. It makes perfect sense, though, right? 100% logic, yes. Because see, he's seeing it from a point of options, as if men are options. And that is the problem. You are not an option. Write this down, son. You are a lion. Understand. All right. Now, let's continue and finish it up. Because again, I always make these damn videos too damn long.
Satisfied, because that's all that it really is asking her daily is this guy the best that I can do? So in cases like that where it is, and she's happy with the guy that she's with, other men are, for the most part, pretty much invisible to them. Like, unless she's walking through the mall and there's some half-naked firefighters selling firefighter calendars in their boots and their overall shirtless, pretty much all guys are completely invisible to women like that. So some of the mental...
I could pause it there and have a whole ass rant on what he just said there, right there. All right, but for the sake of, again, attention span and not making the video too damn long, we're going to skip that. So I'm going to give him a pass on the firefighter thing crap, the physical. Let's continue.
Gymnastics that I'll see them kind of like run their heads through. I mean, they kind of do my head in, because it's like, are you even reading this before you're sending it to me? It's like, you try to justify your cheating. You say he's a great guy and you really liked him and you lost him. But the truth of the matter is women don't cheat on guys that they value. They only cheat on guys when they think they can do better. And
and there it is again. He's stuck. See what I'm saying? He's stuck on that point. But that point is a fatal flaw. It's part of the trap. Matter of fact, it's part of the game. It's one of the game's rules, right? This is what I offered to you again, my viewers. That's the trap. And I understand why he came up to that conclusion. I understand. Believe me. Been there. Right? Figured it out, by the way. I solved it, as they say. But there it is, right? I understand what he came up with, that conclusion of why women would not cheat, right? Or mess up their option.
The reason why they cheat is different than the reasons why men cheat. Men can go and have a threesome with a bunch of women and come home and still love their wives and their children. Women, on the other hand, when they cheat, it usually means it's because they're done and they want out. It's not because they want to change anything or because they want some strange. It's really just because they want to get out of it. They've usually already made up their mind. They already have a plan to monkey branch onto somebody else, and that's just typically what they end up doing. So,
there's a lot of other reasons, right? Revenge, emotional, disturbed, satisfaction, all sorts of other shit that, again, it's a lack of who. Now, we're going to end with this, son. Write this down, okay? All this stuff that women do, basically, is because something's missing. Hence the letter. Hence the whole ass problem that she has. It's something that's missing. This guy's perfect, but he's not good with money. That's one of the points. Now, a woman will go out there and fix this little problem. And that is another point. Understand? It's the classic, you ain't gonna give it to me, I'm gonna get it somewhere else. But you must understand, right? These 5 points I will, in due time, explain. The 5 points. But for now, let's end it for today. There you go, right? So I hope you understood. Again, recap. It's the simple stuff. It's the stuff that is overlooked when it's an obvious scam, right? But the answer was right there from the very beginning. Right from the very premise, right, that it fell in your lap in the first place. right? It brings me back to this. So I'm going to story time, right? I think I've said this in another video. Back in high school, at some point, a teacher that was pretty lazy, but at the same time clever, figured, all right, we're going to give you the final test of the year, right? And he said, the paper is right there on the desk. There it is, right? Read the instructions. He said it like 3 times. Read the instructions. Read the instructions. And then you can start. And of course, everybody quick to finish this and get the hell out of high school. Finally, right? Of course, we didn't read the instructions. And the instructions were clear. Now, the lesson, however, forever was and is engraved in my head, at least. I don't know about the rest, but I learned the lesson that day. One of the greatest lessons of all time in my life, which was read the instructions. The instructions said very clearly. Well, we've come to the end, right? All you have to do is sit down, put your paper in the basket, and have a good summer. Sign at the bottom. Thank you very much for and that was it. But no one read the instructions and took the stupid test, failing the actual test, which was read the instructions. All you had to do was put your name and sign and put it in the basket. That is true wisdom, true teaching, true lesson. This is where masterhood comes from. It's the simple stuff. It's the actual lesson. Sometimes, and I say damn near all the time, in life, and you will come across this regardless of you subscribe, you like, or you care, you don't. This will come across in your life because it's a fact. It's a universal fact. It's just the way this world and this universe works. All right? This is how it actually works. The true lessons come from experience, from fucking up, from taking an L, right? From being ridiculized, from being shamed, shunned, stopped. All of this. Humbled, kicked in the ass, whatever it is, right? To actually understand that you were stupid and weren't able to read the instructions. You know how the whole class felt? Like fucking idiots. To realize that you were double scam. Not only did you do work, but you didn't get no payoff other than being the shame that you were such a dumbass and couldn't read the instructions. And you failed the test. And you did the test. And now you look stupid. That, my friends, is how life works. That is how you actually learn. That is what it takes. If you want to. Because sadly, regardless of all these stupid mistakes, for some reason, the majority of people on this planet, and you could see it every day, when you doom scroll, every single day, there's another dumbass that steps up to do the same dumbass mistake the 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 or 11 dumbass did yesterday and the day before. But I give you this option. I give you the opportunity to not be the dumbass of today or the dumbass of tomorrow. You can change. You have the power to continue on living and actually get a W. So there you go. I will see you on the next video. Right? So like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Help me help you by buying me a damn coffee. Be the first. Be Be a pillar. Help me build this, right, platform so that I can give even more next level teachings or wisdom or a little bit of damn encouragement, right? It could be your secret weapon so that you can, right, level up and actually win at the game of love and war. So there you go, all right? I will see you on the next video.